Daniels will throw to get us started. Just made it that sideline. And he is tagged. He brings in one in wrong. Solid game. Went up towards the midfield. Goes for even 25 yards. And that's good for a long shooting first down.
That's a state throw right there. A state throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be touchdown Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field. This defense better respond.
Only one play in on this drive already at midfield. This is just Corey Kronsky there. Midfield first down. Wow, first guy, man. That'll get you that first down line.
These big tackles in this league, they love recognizing their size right in the middle of the field. This is over. It's a clear lane against him. Once he got on him, it would have been a line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And he's going to keep it. Let's see what goes wrong on this 3rd and 7. To the end for the long. The man is punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Matt Trustway. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Don't think for a second he hasn't heard the voice. Comments with people, warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. Let me let you in on a little secret. Those critics think they fuel for once. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger. Prove people wrong in the show. I really do belong in this league.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. The first down. Left side, Kitchen has it. They'll cross the 15, they're pushing on the opposing outside field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And he'll throw off the play fake. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their second drive. And there's really only for some better results here after that first drive and a punt. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Made it all so simple, didn't it? Linebacker sorting right through the track, finding the runner. That's instinct to come to life.
First down, netted and nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to run again here. It's to the tightrope. It takes 6 and over 60 yards. It's 3rd down.
Some offenses, they prefer to go alone in the situations. They call it more conservative. In this case, he gets him just as many yards as short completion would.
Short yard situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. Down from the 42. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him to
There's a test global first down and completion. Sets that second and very manageable. Creates space. Take that shot on the field.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They keep throwing back in motion. This is a quarter across the middle. They bring the ball right back at midfield strike. There's Andre Cisco goal down there.
That's a defensive score like cake. Just carry this 3rd down so we can get a chance to get off the field. It was a good adjustment on that side in particular. Back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep people from the distance.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throw them in on 3rd and 2. This is just up on the Jets. In the red zone. He took off on this, which they give him full license to do when he sees the opening block. He couldn't keep it secure, and he opens up into the defensive touchdown.
I played for coaches in the scramble, they force you to intervene because they know this. They know these defenders love for these movements they attack. The looseness of the ball security. Quarterbacks unlike running backs don't always know how to touch that ball away. This defense, they took advantage.
Now the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets will jump up to a 7-0 lead. Here comes first and 10. Daniel from the pistol. He's taking down encouraging the middle. Team Williams making a attempt. Second and 6 coming up now. Play fake here, Daniels. And all of them tough play for him. Took a shot at the release and it's definitely a back to the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he really perfect to that point on the drive. On first down, he made coverage for 4 seconds. Missed it for a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time about rhythm of an offense, right? I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensive. You've got to get stops. See the ball hit the ground. Knock them out of that rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. And he'll try to have his second punt, top his first one. And he collects the fair catch just inside 35. Second drive coming up now in the Jets offense. And we'll see if they make right back to the passing game here. Come out, make an interception, they threw it in territory. Nice field position for the Jets. Sends them up first and 10. Not to turn back, I think he's thrown again. He's just have to get this thing to 46. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Get the drive moving, turnover for correct.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing. They were football mistakes in this league, in his name. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First down, play action. Well, stop by Wilson. You've set it down for him from the 31. To the 8, Taylor. This time they're going to get to it. Big play drives backwards. 6 down.
And look at that. All that effort, success in the previous play is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up the big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do.
Second down, 19 yards to go after that set. Looking to throw, Taylor. Sounds a quick hit. And he'll get this at the 33-yard line.
His system was called air raid. It wasn't just his top downfield. His philosophy right there is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Third down. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. This is caught by Taylor. Stop is made.
You these results on Thursday. Place your strike there, right in the window. All options are available to you on second down.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Gives him time to draw. First and goal, takes this down 4. full call now to try to point after. Extra point set down the middle. And the Jets try to have an early 14-0 lead. Samuel now to return it. Pretty solid field position just got here, bro. He sticks down to 29. The Commanders all set to begin possession. And come up for 3 and out, Brock. Really need to build some momentum for the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give a big thing like that in the NFL. It also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock behind the sticks. Job done there.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He takes it and takes it off. He gives us some soft. There's okay.
Just leave the short surrender like that. They open up a bigger one down the road.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to jump here. Mooney on PAT. Right to middle, let's go. Commanders just to lead it now. It's down to 7. offense ready to go here. It's first and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. It was there, but it couldn't hang on. Attempted complete. So it's second down coming up. He already has himself one interception in this game. It's like this. So going to find one number if he isn't careful.
Yeah, they also throws on interspersed and sprinkle in your consistency because if they keep them going and constantly going into coverage, that's one big becomes two, two becomes three.
Now, second quarter. Commanders in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. They say Samuel right. Second and 2. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's just got up his face and stop receiving.
Everybody wants like quarterback to play like that. There was no resistance on the ball. Defense ready to go. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just a stop on it.
Last pass unsuccessful. See what they do on third down.
guys back. Get your first down.
First and 10 from the 43. All set now. First and 10. First carry down for Austin Eckler. And he's going to take it. The Commanders get tied up with a 6-7 and come in the lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all that athleticism as he made his way in for 6. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send away. On the return, here comes Kenny Wangu. It's away from one. And he's brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They roll down the field for 3 plays last prior to. See what changes they make over here. To the line. First and 10. They start to drive. And you'll make 3 there to begin this one. 7-7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. Because that's what you do a little bit behind. On the second down, that comes over the goal. No, 39 now.
It's 7-7. Taylor down. Short pass ball in. He stays down after a very productive effort there. Brought up to the 40-yard line. And that goes for a gain of 11. And that's good. Jets first down.
It just seems like he was exactly where he was going with that before. It's a great snap decision that led to a close snap first down.
From the 40-yard line, here's his first and 10. Mitchell down motion left. still here, at least a second down. And going to motion here. Here's Taylor to throw. He's taken down to the play on that 43-yard. Picked up with a 12 on that play. And it's good for a new first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. Rolling off the play fake. Stepping up and he's going to run. Making for the race. He's in the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just as strong as they won his own. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take himself up.
Slot man motioned over. Shotgun snap, but give to Hall. He's got 9 on that run. Down inside the 30.
So much I like about that run, particularly when he's able to get out of defense. He feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down with even bigger run, crossing that first down mark.
Quality of the last play. Thanks for leading it ball forward here. Pick up that first down.
He knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Moore with a return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Krosky Merritt on his own read. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington first
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Krusty Merritt straight ahead. He is down to the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
On first down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Now Daniels to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Daniels back to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
That is now the fifth sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash.
A 40-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond 20. The Jets and Brees Hall set to go on offense. And in a high score of 6 points, everyone anticipating they'll keep 4 points they take the field. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that one on the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Taylor. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
We'll go play action on first down. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one connects. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Yards on the play. That's another Jets. First down. First and goal, Jets.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dings and dunks. You've got explosive jump. Get the big play. That throw to the outside gets the job done.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets now lead by 10. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing. Get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Moore with a return. Things going well so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And he has run a rough shot over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels now. He's keeping it. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Daniels. Finds the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They go inside give to Kronsky-Merritt. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled for no gain.
Much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Jets take their 1st time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Into the hands of his running back, Kronsky-Merritt. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Washington. The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. The Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. 1-2 now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Now it's Taylor. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Commanders pick it up. Buttoned up pretty well after that fumble, but they are still going to take over in the red zone.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Commanders and running back to Corey Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Getting the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Give it to Krosky-Merritt. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Motion man left is Brown. 3rd and short, Daniels. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down and goal to go.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. The motion to receiver left. Krosky Merritt is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. For the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 41, Jets 28.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. It is enough time to put something together. First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. It's textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Throwing, Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is a one experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get the feet down.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After you review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. First down from the 42. Taylor now. And he gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's tackled after getting opposing 46. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. It's in 10 now from the 46. They bring Wilson in motion right. First down, play action. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now off the play action. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like.
The second half as we rejoin the contest. It's the third quarter. On first down, here comes Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll really be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a second this one. And they're going to try for 6 on third down.
To the point of the game, can't get the ball out of our hands. He's just taken a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Play action now with Daniels. He's going to push one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Gets it right back to McLaurin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Daniels to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down to 22. You get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was taken down by Michael Clemens. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. No throw. 3rd and long. It's caught by McLaurin. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 38, Jets 28.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. Wangu now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jets and about set to go on offense. They'll work really cut out for it now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing now off the play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jets first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
We've set it down from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. Defense all over this one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Part of the reason I leave pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the red zone on first. He'll step up, and there he goes. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him. They're
going to throw out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Folk on now to try the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game.
38. Jets 35.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Samuel now to return it. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. This group's supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to waft this deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat the coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down give to Krosky Merritt. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. Then brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Jets down receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also can set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Hall. Escapes the defender. Still moving. He has this down to the 34. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. We give to Hall on the draw. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Luvu there for the tackle.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a drop play. They broke on it shortly after the drop started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mitchell now in motion left. To the air, Taylor. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Taylor. Complete beyond the marker. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Taylor now. He can run it. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 3rd quarter lead.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense can get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. His production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action now. Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. He's got it inside the 25. Now we'll have some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Washington 1st down. 1st down at the 22-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar goal to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. To the air again, Daniels. Short pass brought in. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6 yards up, brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. It's Krosky-Merritt on 3rd. Jukes away from one. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. 1st and goal.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Get to work here. They're trailing late. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. On the counter, Krosky-Merritt. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Play fake here, Daniels. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback to play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happened so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 45, Jets 42. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. He dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can leap the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down to just one play. That big play potential on the ground, jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go play action on 1st down. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs, put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Taylor. Matchy hauls it in. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash that gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jets.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Hall on the give. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Hall once more. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings them third and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game!
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance. Knocked the field goal through the uprights, and of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Samuel now to return it. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's going to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Once that quarterback pocket kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere. As a result, it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. This is hauled in by Samuel. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Washington.
Okay, you watch the combine, you watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And all it can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Air it out on third. He's going for it himself. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Daniel's going to keep it. There he goes again! And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Offense is set. First and 10. From the red zone now. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively, but at this point, that this guy's going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X-factor with his legs.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and lead by 7.
Commanders 52, Jets 45. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Longu now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall, that's set to go on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Buck. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun, it's Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's Taylor. He's got a man left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, big plays down. Big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders defense. That defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Commanders, some running back to Corey Krosky, headed back to the field now. And if some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and run. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed left side to Samuel. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. When you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Daniels. He's running with it. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. Third down. Now Daniels to throw. He's making a bid for it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for Washington first down. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy, and whatever total he reaches before the end of this one. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Krosky Merritt on the zone read. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2 yards gain at most at second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
This time it's a passing play. Now here he goes. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. He's back to throw. It's caught by McLaurin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Jake Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Free to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra points right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Score, Commanders 59, Jets 45. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets down receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor now. Look at this fullback now. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air, Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Jets, 14 points back. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over at the opposing 33-yard line.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. 3 shots defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll motion Brown right. They're going to pass it here. And the first play of this year is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Jets take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right half.
42-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
return. Here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And this is a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Here's Taylor to throw. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf and complete. Looking for his wide receiver there. They're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Trying to push deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Gotta move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Still sticking with the passing game. They set up a screen here for Hall. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback. He could scramble for the first.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. They'll throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of 5 yards.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan, more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd down now, they need 7. Looking to throw, Taylor. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
And it's, as we expected, partner, we call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Here he goes, one final shot. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end of this loss. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike the group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.